Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing some random facts that I bet will shock you. But before we do, please make sure you subscribe and leave a comment telling me you have. I will do my absolute best to answer all comments. So without further ado, let's learn it. Banging your head against a wall for 1 hour straight burns 150 calories. I mean, to be realistic, you can just go out and walk your dog, which is also equal to losing 150 calories. And as you can tell, it's definitely much less painful. But if you don't have a dog, you might just want to consider this. Kidding. Go get yourself a dog. Did you know it is illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland? Now, this sounds silly, right? Well, Switzerland has its reasons. It is illegal to own one just because these are fairly sociable animals and are considered victims of abuse if left alone. Whatever happened to animal rights? The 29th of May is officially Put Your Pillow in a Fridge Day. This strange holiday spans back to the early 1900s, where families would place a piece of cloth in their larders. It is celebrated in Europe and the USA to bring luck and wealth to the household. Do you believe that's true? Bananas are curved because they grow towards the sun. Bananas go through a process called negative geotropism. Negative geotropism is the opposite effect. Unlike other plants, which grow towards the ground, a banana grows towards the sun. Movie trailers were originally shown after the movie, hence the name trailers. The problem with this was that the audience was greatly confused and mad, hence today. The trailers come before the movie. But does that mean the name will be changed? Heart attacks are most likely to happen on a Monday. Okay, I'll give it to you. It's not exactly a fun fact, but still a fact. Heart attacks, according to the recorded, are increased by 20% on Mondays. The most common time for them to occur is at 4 to 10 a.m. Well, that one made me skip a beat. The following can be read backwards. Do geese see God? This type of sentence is called a palindrome. The word itself is from Greek. Palin meaning back and dromos meaning direction. If you work around it, you eventually end up with the word backwards. A sheep, a duck, and a rooster were the first passengers on a hot air balloon. You heard that correct. In 1783, the first hot air balloon was launched carrying a sheep, a duck, and a rooster. The flight landed somewhere around 8 minutes before landing with its passengers. Pretty neat, right? Honeybees can recognize human faces. Whereas before, it was thought that only large-brained mammals could distinguish faces. But that doesn't stop honeybees from doing so. They see faces in a total of 5,000 different individual images. Kind of like pixels. Well, what a buzz. Octopuses have 4 pairs of arms. I'm sure you already knew this, but I still wanted to include it. The 6 of an octopus's tentacles serves, whilst the others are just legs. Imagine eating with 6 arms. Bees sometimes sting other bees. Staying on the topic of bees, this is surprisingly true. These insects are notorious for their stings, but humans aren't the only one who experiences pain in the neck, or arm, or leg, or, well, you get the point. Every number before 1000 doesn't include a single A. Yep, you can count and figure it out yourself if you want to. Dolphins have been trained to be used in wars. Dolphins are known widely as adorable and intelligent creatures. What is not known widely is that these crafty creatures were largely used by the US and Soviet Union during the Vietnam War and the Cold War. Dogs do actually understand some English. Some owners of disobedient dogs may find trouble believing this, but dogs can learn to record a vocabulary of 165 words. Unsurprisingly, dogs respond best to short words, and particularly ones with the consonants t and the letters T and R. This also explains how they can hear the word treat from 3 rooms away. Sea lions can dance to a beat. There are only 2 mammals on Earth with proven ability to move to a beat: sea lions and humans. Well, to be fair, not all humans, but sea lions definitely can. We've all been told that cows have 4 stomachs, right? Well, that's incorrect. It's not 4 stomachs that they have, but 4 compartments in one stomach. The compartments help break down and digest food. Riding on a roller coaster can help pass a kidney stone. After many had reported they had passed on a kidney stone whilst riding the Walt Disney World's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad ride, a research team from Michigan State University tried to investigate the phenomenon, and the results were quite great if you ask me. Chinese police use geese squads. You've heard of police dogs, but what about police geese? As of 2013, 12 police stations in a rural area of China have begun to use geese as sentries. They are highly alert animals and, as you may know, can create a lot of noise and commotion, which creative Chinese law enforcement officers have, and still, are taking advantage of. Funnily enough, this tactic has actually stopped a theft. Now, we've been told that the longest word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious by Mary Poppins. Or at least I have. Well, turns out I was wrong. The longest word consists of 189,819 letters, which takes approximately 3 hours to say. There were once active volcanoes on the moon when dinosaurs were alive. Most of the volcanoes probably stopped 1 billion years ago, but NASA have been building units on the moon and have proof for this. Cats are lactose intolerant. Feeding your adult cat may be causing them harm. Unlike some animals, cats aren't as strong as humans when it comes to immune system. So be careful while you're giving your cat milk. Ever wondered why Bic pen lids have a hole in them? Well, if so, then I have the answer for you. The hole was created as a way to stop suffocation. As we know, many children use these pens and often chew on them. If accidentally swallowed, the hole allows oxygen to pass through, which buys more time for an ambulance to be called. At some point in time, the way of ants was the same way of humans. Ants are definitely better known for reproducing offspring faster than humans. I'm not sure how this experiment worked, but hey, anything is possible, I guess. Now, let me ask you this. How often do you go outside and see males wearing high heels? Almost never, right? Well, shockingly enough, high heels were originally designed for men. It wasn't until the 18th century that more women wore high heels than men. And then stereotypes kicked in. It's very difficult to hum while holding your nose. Try it yourself. This is not a fact, but I bet you just try to hold your nose and hum. Did you know dogs can smell cancer? Yep, they don't call them a man's best friend for nothing. Researchers have found that dogs can pick on a specific scent that cancer produces on a person, which is undetectable to humans. Do you know what the most spoken language in the world is? Well, if you said it's Mandarin Chinese, then you are absolutely correct. With a population of 7.7 billion people around the globe, around 950 million people speak Mandarin Chinese. That is approximately 15%. Are you scared of long words? Well, there is a technical name for a fear of very long words, which is a long word itself. And I'm too scared to pronounce it, but I will put it on the screen for you so you can give it a shot. The Cookie Monster has a real name. It's Sid. No, seriously, it's actually Sid. Unfortunately, that is all we have for today. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I will do my absolute best to answer all comments. Goodbye!